Hi, Dennis. In Europe and the U.S., there is a huge problem of very low birth rates. Why do you think people don't want to have children anymore, and what solutions could you offer?
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
I'll tell you something I learned that I did not know. I know I didn't know until I learned it. Now, you could say that's true about anything. You didn't know 2 and 2 is 4 until you learned it. But I don't mean that. I mean something about life that I really didn't learn till relatively recently. Just about everything is a value. Like freedom. People think people yearn for freedom, but they don't. People yearn to be taken care of, and they will give up freedom to be taken care of. Children and marriage are obligations. People don't want obligations. Children cost money. Children cost time. Children are a crapshoot. Wonderful people, wonderful parents can have a very troubled child. Can have a sick child. Having a child is a crapshoot. People want to be guaranteed an easy life, especially in Europe. European civilization since World War II has been preoccupied with having as easy a life as possible, working as few hours as possible, traveling as much as possible, eating out at a cafe as much as possible, having some good wine as much as possible, and that's it. They don't want obligations. They just want to have an easy life. Children do not make for an easier life. And that's the reason.
Increasing women's access to education is the most effective way to lower birth rates. It improves children's health and leads to better family planning. Empowering women leads to slower population growth.
There was an article that I just read, and I forgot where, but it was a major source. And the author wrote how it's a bad idea to have children. I read this now all the time. It's a bad idea to have children, not only because it's such a difficult thing, but because more people on Earth is bad for the climate. So that's a new argument. But that's not a new argument. When I was a kid, there was the argument of overpopulation. ZPG started when I was a kid, zero population growth. Because if we have too many people, everybody will starve. Meanwhile, there are fewer people starving per capita than in the history of humanity today, and we have far more people than ever. Technology has made it possible to feed vast numbers of people, and it will make it even easier in the future. So that is why religious people have children and secular people don't.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.